Crossdressing, foundation makeup. Question. Hi girls. Can anyone help me out? I am useless at putting on foundation to cover my stubble. I have the liquid stuff and some powder. What is the best way to apply it? Reply. I'm still learning how to get my foundation right myself, but here are some of my experiences. Step 1. Shave really close with a fresh triple blade razor, with hot water and shaving gel that has aloe vera in it. The girly ones normally do. Take your time with this and shave against the hair growth. Step 2. After shaving, use a face moisturizer and wait a full 5 minutes for the skin to soak this up, before wiping off any excess. Step 3. If like me you have any marks or dark areas on your face, the area around the eyes, use a concealer stick to lighten these areas. Use fingers to blend in if required. Step 4. I wait until I'm completely cool and use a cosmetic sponge and my fingers to spread on an even coat of foundation. When doing this I try to keep my face as plain as possible, i.e. no facial expressions. Use the sponge to dab out any smears. Beware of any crease lines. Then wait for the foundation to dry. I normally take this moment to paint my nails. Step 5. Now powder gently with a large soft brush. I have found that any minor smears, marks in the base coat can be hidden with powder. Having said all that, I have found that using liquid foundation on a hot day, afternoon to be a complete nightmare. The reason for this is it just won't set, or it keeps smearing. I understand that a dry foundation is much better. However, have yet to try this properly myself. A girl also needs to find the right shade with a matching powder for your natural coloring, skin, hair and eyes. This can be a bit hit and miss, even when you get advice from makeup people as I've done. If you have a blue beard I understand that the Derma blend is good. However, I've no experience of using this as I'm a redhead. Hope these ramblings helped. Reply. I found the local library worth a visit. There are several good books on makeup. The problem is some of them offer conflicting advice. Another tip courtesy of Nicola is to put rosewater on your face after shaving. It closes up the pores before you apply anything and it is also a bit more fam than aftershave. Reply. Hot flannel to open the pores. A good shaving gel or oil. New razor. Shave in the same direction as the growth, rinsing the razor after every stroke. If you want a really close shave, do all the above twice. Cold flannel to close the pores, then follow the rest of Kate's advice. The only thing I'd add is that different brands of foundation are very different. Find one that suits your skin type. I tried loads before I found one that looks invisible on my skin. Reply. Krylon TV Paint Stick, what a great name. For W for my skin. Comes in a big fat tube. Smear over the beard area. Then worked in vigorously with a sponge triangle, to hide the beard and feathered it onto the rest of the face. Paint on a lighter concealer around the baggy eyes, and add a dab here and there of the base color. Blend together to look as smooth as possible. Less is of course more, but if you have rubbish skin like me then more is necessary. And of course, a high-quality fixing powder is a must. It will stop the foundation smearing, even on the hottest of days, or nights. I am totally rubbish at all things artistic, but this is so easy even adult like me can cope. There are experts who will teach you one-to-one. And take your photo too. Yet another thing to spend one's money on. But well worth it. Reply. I agree with Bella if you have a deep shadow. Krylon goes on easy, is worked easily, and with a good fixing, powder stays intact all day. I've spent a fortune on Derma Blend, Pan Stick, MAC, etc., and always went back to Krylon. Reply. Where do you get your Krylon from? I only currently know of 2 stockists. These are Charles Fox in Covent Garden and Doreen's Fashions Up in Lea Bridge Road. Reply. First off, this is well beyond my area of competence. All I can say is I use Krylon Professional Translucent Powder. And I call it fixing powder because it fixes the makeup in place. This is, without doubt, the messiest part of the process. If anyone knows how to avoid getting powder in the sink and on the floor, I'd love to know. Reply. I apologize in advance if I've added to this thread at the wrong point. For making the smoothest face, oil is great for one final lick of the blade, i.e. second time against stubble, the third and final time. Baby oil is also perfect. I don't see the point in shelling out for anything marketed. I also use baby oil as a remover and as a cleanser. Like all moisturizers, it holds more water in the skin if it's applied when the skin is just about dry. I'm amazed at what this product can do to my skin, though I am towards the drier end of the spectrum. I avoid moisturizing before makeup, only using toner. I don't know if this routine would work correctly without regular exfoliation and masks. And 2 liters of water a day. And 5 pieces of fruit, avocado, very high in vitamin E. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts on matte versus translucent powders. I've always preferred pressed matte, easier to work with and carry, in a compact. Now I'm beginning to think translucent powder would look more natural, even though we all know the secret is in the foundation. Will translucent be even more dependent on a good foundation, less, or am I way behind here? Reply. Have only worn makeup for just under a year and my ex hardly ever wore it. Hence steep learning curve. As mentioned, books from the library have been very useful. However, experimenting is the best bet but can get expensive. If you have a TJ Hughes in your area, check them out. They specialize in end of lines from top quality names.